Welcome, Rich. Welcome, Adam.
Thank you for having me.
Hello. Thank you very much for having us on.
Really excited. First time actually having you on a sofa. That sounds weird, chat. Don't make it weird, chat. But really excited to have you here. And we're going to do something really special, actually, because we're going to be playing a build of the game, right?
We are.
So you've just seen some of the deep dive stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. But thank you even more, because we're going to play the game live, chat.
Live.
So as we're chatting, obviously we're going to throw some questions at you. I think you've got some questions from the community.
I've got a few questions, yeah.
I'm just going to be fanboying over here, just asking random stuff. But we're going to be showing you a build of the game, which might be on the screen now. But producer, you can probably figure us to some of the gameplay. So some bits to point out, if I can put my teeth in. It is, as I've said, a development build. So, and this is a live show, chat. So I've just seen someone put wow. So it is live, right? This is live. So if anything goes wrong, it's because it's live, and it will blame
my lectern in front of me to show that it is live.
It is live, and it is a development build. So if you might see things that don't work absolutely perfectly, it's because we're still working on the game. And the eagle-eyed of you might spot a timer in the top left-hand corner. Now that is because this is actually going to be a build we're taking to Gamescom.
Yes, this is the Gamescom demo that you'll be able to play if you're lucky enough to come to the show.
So there we go, exclusively. We are going to be in Germany, we're going to be at Gamescom. If you are at the show, you'll be able to go hands-on with this, so very excited.
Play the game.
Right, shall we get in? So we're going to let Adam freewheel, just do some stuff as he's going around. And then Rich, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to start with an easy question. Obviously, we had the wonderful tease and announcement of Planet Coaster 2. How was it for the team after a long time to see the reaction?
It's amazing. One of the greatest moments you have is announcing the game and showing everyone what you've been working on and kind of getting everyone hyped, getting that hype train going on the tracks. And it was great. The team really, I love seeing all of the amazing reactions to what we've been working on. So. Yeah.
It was very nice to see a lot of the things people saying, please, have water parks. You were like, we know, we're doing it.
It's been like really tough. You've been like, for all these times you've been in development, you're like, we know this is coming, we know it's going to be so exciting when they see what we're doing, and it was great to see that kind of mirrored back to us.
All the conspiracy theories that we saw, people being like, there needs to be something, please, and then
there it was, you delivered.
It happened, finally.
And delivered with aplomb. That's a word I don't use that often.
Yeah, the announced trailer and everyone and the creative services team that put that together have made such a great trailer, and it was great to see.
And it's great. And also, I think a lot of our fans are noticing now as I'm sort of scrolling around, that trailer's using the engine as well.
Yeah.
Right? What you're seeing is what you're getting. There's no trickery here. We're doing some stuff, and I think you're gonna pop down a coaster. It looks like.
I'm gonna pop down one of our new blueprint coasters. Just rotate it around there, get it snapped to the edge, and then we can test that. Once that's tested, I can open it.
So that's it. You just popped it down. So
simple as that. Yeah.
So look, and
there's a lot to take in. In 3 steps.
It was very quick.
There's a lot to take in and what actually that means for Planet Coaster 2. It's quite incredible.
And
really
that's something that we kind of forget to remind ourselves about, is all these improvements and things that we've added to the game, what that means to our community, the people who play Planet Coaster, and potentially seeing what we're doing. This is a pre-built roller coaster. It has paths in the blueprint. Yeah, which is a big step.
Huge.
It's not something that you kind of like, we've done this, we move on to all these amazing new things, but this is a big thing. We've got paths in blueprints. It's now super easy for you to choose a coaster blueprint, put it down, and connect it up against your paths.
And building a park is going to be it'll be quick, right? And allow players to be super creative when they want to, and sweat the details when they want to sweat the details, right?
Exactly that. Yeah. What you're seeing here is at the front, talking there, Arthur, is the sort of detail in which you can create these gates to the coasters. It comes with a blueprint, but that's been made using tools in the game. So
Now I watched people going a bit crazy when we were going through the deep dive about some of the tools you can do to customize stuff, and we'll go into that. We'll do a bit more later on. We'll customize one of the rides to show you, because it's honestly, chat, when you see, if you were going mad at the deep dive, you'll go even crazier when you see the sort of stuff you can do. It's really cool. So we're going to pop another coaster down. Now, one of the things that the community have asked about is pathing?
Yeah, pathing. Pathing is a big thing. So I know that a lot of people were desperate to find out whether the pathing has been made easier.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big takeaways of the feedback we had from the first game, was that the pathing system, making it more usable and quick to build the things that you want to build. And in Planet Coaster 2, we've taken a long look at those tools and making it a lot easier for you to build those long tracks of path, and also adding things like plazas and tools that allow you to build those more open open spaces for your parks, because that's something you see in real life theme parks. There's a lot of open areas, there's a lot of overlaying of different types of brickwork, and adding tools that allow you to create that visual, which is, we're inspired by real life theme parks, real life water parks now as well, of those experiences that you have in real life, and we want to mirror that back in games. So a lot more tools on creating these kind of open areas as well.
Yeah. So we had a look at popping down the ride seems very, very easy. Can you do that with flumes as well? Is that a possibility? Is it just the same?
And not only do you can have flume blueprints, but you can also have pool blueprints that include flumes.
Oh,
so I'm going all kind of meta and layered up.
A combo.
But for example, we have this flume pool combo, which I can choose to just slot into my plaza area there. And that then brings in a functioning flume, which all I need to do is test that to get that open. You can see our flume test dummies.
Yeah, I love these little plastic board sort of things. Yeah.
Coasters. And then the pool is there available to be used by the guests. They can use the sun lounges that are part of this blueprint. You can flexi-colour the umbrellas around it.
They don't match.
So if I wanted to match them into the red and yellow, I can do that. I can open it up. We've got all the flexi-colour options available.
And again, just how easy you did that. You just double-clicked on it, right? And you're straight into
exactly that. Yep. These will be blueprints that I can create myself, or that you can get from the in-game workshop as well.
Yeah.
All the incredible content creators out there that we've seen from Planet Coaster 1. I can't wait to see what they build with this.
I played a lot of Planet Coaster 1 with my now wife and one of my best friends. We'd play it online. We'd all be in a chat playing Planet Coaster 1, and we would often try and build really elaborate parks, and we forgot about the workshop, and there was really talented people out there that make really cool things, and we were like, I'm spending hours trying to make a bar, and there's 10 of them in the workshop, so we can't wait to see with the tools that you guys have made for Planet Coaster 2 what our players will be able to do, which I guess kind of brings on to, and we're going to show some of the customizable options in a second. This is a full rebuild of everything, right? So one of the questions we get asked a lot about is like, can we bring over saves? But I'm guessing because of how much has changed, it's unlikely we'll bring over saves, right?
It's a no on that one. Planet Coaster, it's a brand new game. We've built a lot of new systems and kind of all the themes from scratch. So all of your saves, your workshop creations won't be able to transfer to Planet Coaster 2. We do have the workshop. We have all of the ways that we had in Planet Coaster 1 of creating blueprints, creating parks, and sharing those with players, with other community members. But we'll also have in Planet Coaster 2 cross-platform workshops.
Which is really cool.
So PC players, if you're making a cool blueprint and you want to share that with Chantal, who's on Xbox, you'll be able to do that in Planet Coaster 2. So it's a clean slate to begin with, but we've got wonderful tools and new content for you to build. As Adam said, we've got our coaster blueprints, we've got pool blueprints, we've got all of these new types of blueprints that you'll be able to make as well, including...
And brand new types of blueprints, right?
Yes, right. That was the very...
Look at that segue. You guys have done this before, haven't you?
We've worked together a lot.
So what we're looking at, so this is, we're going to put, you're going to do the thing. You're going to do the thing.
I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the thing that I love to do, to show off that sheer kind of creative power that these tools give. Of course, we want to provide a kind of vanilla version of the flat ride, just because you might want to then change it yourself. So we have a brand new ride, Planet Coaster 2 as well, the Monsoon Chute here, which is in its kind of vanilla form. Looks great, looks fantastic. I can still choose to place the entrances and exits exactly how I want to, so I have that creative freedom if I want to kind of build from a sort of blank slate. But we also now have blueprints for flat rides.
And this is the same flat ride, but just customised with all this. Look at this, I just blew my mind when you showed me this. Only this afternoon, because I saw the other one, the flywheel one you showed me first. I didn't see this one. This is incredible.
And then, so that's using our aquatic theme.
Yep.
And then we also have one to show off the resort theme. And just kind of how different they can look.
This is chef's kiss.
Yeah. So again, a new thing for Planet Coaster 2 is flat ride blueprints. So you can now create those blueprints, include the ride and scenery that is dressed around your ride, and any scenery that's attached to your ride, which again, new feature for Planet Coaster 2. And I love the Monsoon Chute. It's my favourite new ride. I love all of my rides equally. But there is some that I like more than others.
Right.
And it was a new ride that we've added for the game, and for me it's got that nice linkage to both kind of sides of Planet Coaster 2. It's kind of a hard mechanical ride, but it's also got that water element as well. It has a wonderful effect as all of that water comes splooshing up. Again, technical term, that one.
Splooshing up. Yeah, there we go.
And like the coasters we saw before, because these blueprints have got the entrance exit placed already, all I do is open it.
And it's ready to go.
There's an attendant there ready to man it, and then guests can jump on that. I've placed it in the middle of a plaza, which you'll notice is a new thing. We've got these plazas, we can just plonk. Plonk's a very technical term.
Again,
I'm adding my glossary of technical terms here.
Plonk it right in the middle of the plaza, connects
yeah.
all up, and then guests can enjoy those rides.
Perfect. And I've noticed if you zoom on the middle one, there's moving parts on a moving part.
There's moving parts on a moving part. Yes, it's not just the static kind of frames of flat rides. There'll be. I'm sure we'll look at this in future deep dives. There's highlighted areas around it, and then if you attach it to that area, it moves with the animation as well. So here you've got animated prop piece that then will move.
Yeah, a submarine arm sort of things, aren't they? Yeah.
Exactly, with the pieces it goes up.
Yeah, I can't. But honestly, looking at the three next to each other, you would just think that they're entirely separate entities. But it's just the creativity that will just go. It will go crazy with it, especially with our community as well. Seeing those, and then add them to blueprints for people to share.
Exactly that.
Talking of sharing.
I was going to say,
guys, we're
learning to not their first radio.
Keep going in between.
One of the things that's people have asked us questions about is the co-op, right, that we've mentioned. So how does the co-op work? And can you elaborate a bit more on that?
A bit like, as you mentioned earlier, when you were playing with your
now wife.
Now wife.
Now wife, yeah.
Then not wife.
Yes.
Is in Planet Coaster 2, you'll be able to work on your parks asynchronously. So I call it Pass the Park, which is my loose term to describe it. So cross-platform in sandbox mode and franchise mode. So in sandbox mode, you can use your friends to create collaboration lists. So you take turns with that park. So I might work on it, I'll finish saving it, I'll upload it to the cloud. God bless the mythical cloud.
That is a technical term.
That is,
You used the first technical word. Well done, everyone.
And then you can download it, update it, and then you'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
And in franchise mode, it's a very similar way of working together in your franchises. You'll be able to build lots of different parks and then compete with other franchises on challenges. They're going to be time-based. So it's like a leaderboard of you trying to create a park that might have a very high daily income. So you're trying to work together, build a park that has a daily income, submit it to the challenge and see where your franchise's park ranks against other franchises. Again, cross-platform as well. So.
I'm really excited for this because the three of us used to play Planet Coaster 1 just on mic to each other. So it's obviously myself, my wife, and one of our very good friends, Cam. We'd all do different parts. So generally really good at building rides. I'm very much into the sort of experiential part, so I like to build themed areas. So I guess now with this, I can let Jen build the rides and then hand over to me, and I can then theme around them and make it like whatever theme I want it to be, right? So that for me is really, really cool.
Yeah, exactly. It allows you to lean into your strengths of how you play the game, or the bits that you're really good at. Definitely.
Or completely mess up your friends.
Yes,
your friends' rides as well.
and we have
I'd be
version.
kicking you out of my franchise real quick. I'm just going to say.
And we have tools in place like version control, so you can roll back if anyone does anything nefarious to any of your parks, and then like ban them for life. And,
The Chantal key, that is. That's going to be like,
it's a button. It's a Chantal button.
Chaos.
has your part been Chantal'd? Yes, it has. Right, okay, then you can roll it back. I've watched Adam been doing some bits and bobs in the past, but one of the questions that comes up a lot, I guess, is about the complexity, and will there be a complexity meter in the game? Do you want to talk a bit more about this so our players understand what we're going to have in the game, what's not going to be in the game?
So players on PC will not have a complex limit. So you'll be able to play the game as much as you want, as much as your PC can handle. On those of you that are playing on console, so Xbox or PlayStation, there will be a complex limit. It's there to protect you. It keeps you a nice, smooth experience and ensures that you're just having a wonderful time playing the game. But
go for it. You carry on.
Because of things like the sharing of parks, there will be a consideration for PC players to be aware of their limits, so that if they're sharing with people that are collaborating on platforms, the consoles, or in franchise mode, they can see what their current version is on PC, so they're not creating a park that the console players cannot open. Hopefully I explain that simply enough. But if you play just PC, if you just want a PC and you don't want to engage in any of the online aspects, you can just have one full time. Or if your franchise is just PC players, you can have that as well. But it's when we cross from one platform to the other that we have to bring the limit in. And if you're just on console as well.
Cool. But also for those of you that have played any of the Planet games, so Planet Zoo on console, you'll know the complexity meter, what it's there for, and the depth you can still go into these parks, right? It's there for to give you the best experience of your game, right? And that's it. And you can still make some pretty insane parks. And we're very confident that you'll be able to do that with Planet Coaster 2.
We do also want to say, chat is going absolutely crazy about the paths. They are loving the pathing.
Were you doing that?
Did you do it whilst I was chatting?
While you were talking, I just thought I'll just drop a little thing in the background, see what happens. And I took the opportunity to build the condor out the back here, the Flight of the Condor, and I just very quickly connected the entrance path to the main network using just one of the new path tools. I just thought I'd see.
Do we have any other new tools, maybe?
We do have a few other new tools. We have, for example, the draw tool, which allows me
steady on chat, brace yourselves
to draw these lovely big plaza-style areas, just like that, and that can then be connected up using the tool that you'll just saw me.
They're very happy. So I'm very confident we'd have just made a path building game, and we'd have been okay. We could have just made that. We'd have been all right.
All the way, and then I could just connect it up to that one over there. There we go.
So simple.
It's really simple.
You can also do the traditional tools as well if you want to. If you want to go like piece by piece, you can still do that, right?
We have
so your
classic path tool as well, and we also another big one is the stamp tool as well, allowing me to quickly place down these kind of geometric shapes across the grid if I want to.
And you can do this with pools as well, right? You can do this with pools as well.
You can, very similar tools for paths and pools.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Chat are very happy with that. It's still, there's lots of stuff going on here. Okay, we've shown you some paths, and Adam's doing that in the background. So I wondered why chat was sort of blurring my eye. Just this thing happening over here that something's happened. Not sure what we said. One of the things that came up, and I guess it was just us showing off because authenticity is very important to us. And people asked us about hotels. They thought it's Spider Hotel. But can we just want to show let's explain what these are,
so
right?
the resort theme is really good at allowing you to build things that are...
Stop having fun, Adam. Stop doing that.
Can look like hotels, but it's there to allow you to build this kind of Main Street feel as well that you have in theme parks, where it's very facade-based.
Yeah.
So there aren't any hotels in Planet Coaster 2, but this theme is really good at creating those kind of those big, tall areas that can give the impression of hotels, apartment blocks, anything like that, really. They just...
that give you that authentic feel to a park where, we've all been, well, not we've all been, but I went to Alton Towers recently. There's a little, got a hot dog, a rollover hot dog from a big crooked house, but it wasn't really a real big crooked house. It was it was all part of that facade of that theme, that area, so that allows you to create these lovely facades for your shops here as well.
And I also love the way you've done it. So can you spin around the back of it again? I love how it's all it's proper the movie set style stuff. I really love all this. It's really, really cool.
Because it's not about what we're seeing here, it's about what your guests are going to experience. And that's what you have in real life as well. It's what you're seeing whilst you're walking around.
And we saw a lot of that from Planet Coaster 1, where people wanted to build an authentic, real-life looking park, not a fancy park, but they actually wanted to lean into the air conditioning units and the ducts and all that sort of stuff. So that's that's the point.
All right, I'm just conscious of time, and your time is precious because you've got lots of work to do. However, I did want us to show a little bit about customising a ride, because I think this is. I mean,
I was showing them
if you like
path colours in the background, but we'll leave that one just hanging.
Oh, what were you doing? You showing?
I just showed them the different colours.
Oh well, sorry, you have to wait for the next deep dive for that. Sorry, Rachel will kill us if we say too much. But this is something that I think you're gonna like. So this is us customising. Or say us, it's the royal us.
It's mostly Adam.
It's mostly Adam who's going to customise the coaster, right? So talk us through what you're doing here, Adam, and then let's work out what they can do.
Yeah, let me. Shall I scroll back a little bit just for a second? I clicked on the Splinter coaster that I placed down earlier. Clicked on customization. We have the other colours that we're used to, but we have this new option, attaching scenery, which then opens up the scenery browser, filtered down to the non-grid based pieces.
Yeah.
It's all non-grid based pieces that you can attach to scenery. To rides. I've searched for light because I quite like the hanging one we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then here, this was the highlight I was talking about earlier, where if I place it anywhere, even slightly offset to the main model, with that highlight, it will animate with that section of the car.
Nice.
So you can use the advanced
it's really powerful.
move
You
to
can
tweak
you can
it,
sort
or
of
move it further away, or just really fine tune it.
And we've seen how people in the office use this, and also like I say, creating that offset, because that might be able to create some interesting things with that, with not attaching it directly to it. But let's take it to this, excuse me, from the side here. We've got all our advanced moves.
Yep.
We've got the scaling. Which we've briefly spoken about.
And this scaling isn't just for when you're putting customization on coasters and rides. This will apply to the scenery piece just out in the park wherever you want it as well.
So you can customise your trees if you want to. You can have a big palm tree, a little palm tree, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all in there. Change the lighting.
Change that colour there. I could change the light as well. And then, of course, well, not of course, I take it for granted. Let's place that bit down. I want it on this side, but I want to do it quickly and easily. So I can just click the options section. I can select symmetry type for mirrored, and then that appears. If I do move the original, it will update in real time as well.
This is, honestly, when I saw you doing this, I was like, wow, stop, what are you doing?
I can also choose to put it on all the other cars in the train.
Yeah.
Again, moving it, moves everything in a great big conga line. And if you can see the train in the background, I can ask for it to affect all the trains on this coaster, and it will attach them to there. Again, let's do the little conga line of everything. Technical term again, conga line. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you say that's it. Oh, that's it. And
I've just undone all my changes as well because I didn't actually accept it.
But okay.
You saw
it's fine. But I mean, I think, I speak for everyone, I cannot wait to see what people do with these coasters, because the coasters themselves are fantastic. And of course, you can build your own coaster if you want to build your own coaster. Right?
Absolutely,
that is not been removed from the game. You can still sit there and create your own coaster and then do all of that to the coaster, right?
Adam had applied some lamps very quickly, but you've got all of the different scenery pieces you can attach to it. You can also attach scenery blueprints to coasters as well. This morning, I put a big rock setup with some trees on it onto a coaster and just watched it go up and around, and it just filled me with joy at this wonderful game that we're making. And I can do things really quickly and silly, but the community will be using these tools for amazing things.
I will probably get told off for this, but when I walk into the office and see our CEO attaching a giant animated fish to a roller coaster and watching it do loop the loops, you know you're in a good space. You know you're in a good space. And everyone's laughing and joking and smiling about it because we're just making a game with some creative people, and it's going to be fun. I don't know if we've got time to show any more stuff. I'm super conscious of your time. Can we show one of the mascots?
Oh, of course.
One of the mascots. Add a new mascot in there.
Take your pick.
But chat, look, as Adam does that, I just want to go through and say we've only barely scratched the surface to show you just some of the huge amount of creative tools we have for our players. We're bringing water parks and coasters together. Authenticity remains. He's just hanging in the air. There he is.
Cigar is the best.
We have so much more to talk about.
Bodhi
the shark. Yeah, Bodhi's cool.
We've got the diver.
Now, to me, there's this cool thing about the diver, right? You were telling us before.
Yeah, we try and come up with these little stories to some of the mascots to help inspiration and concepting. And with the diver, the idea is that he's deep sea exploration. He's trying to capture photos of creatures under the sea. The creature he's trying to find is actually on his tank behind him, and every now and then it will like jump over and taunt him that I'm here the whole time. And it's just like those fun little stories we give our mascots, and I love that one on the diver.
Yeah.
And of course,
we'd be remiss to not. Yeah, and there is Spring
behind
Splash.
us.
There we go.
Splash.
There we go. Guys, look, thank you so much. I know the next deep dive we're going to go into the creativity, and you guys are hard at work. For those in chat, thank you so much for your love and support for the game. This is just a taster, and this again was a live build. So this is
live
the game
build in development. Development build, but yeah.
It already looks fantastic. If you're going to Gamescom, you will be able to do all this stuff that Adam's just done at our stand, but we will have a timer because I'm guessing it's going to be pretty busy. So you'll come and see us at Gamescom.